I see you sitting there right now in this exact moment, and I want you to know something that will shake the very foundation of everything you thought you understood about your life. I see you in the stillness of this hour, when no one else is watching, when no one else is paying attention, when you have let down the mask you wear so expertly during the day. I see you in the privacy of your pain, in the secret place where you hide the parts of yourself you think are too broken, too damaged, too far gone for anyone to love or understand. I see the weight you carry on your shoulders, beloved. That invisible burden that has become so familiar, you sometimes forget it is even there. It has become a part of you, hasn't it? Like a heavy coat you put on so long ago that you cannot remember what it feels like to walk without it. I see how you have learned to function with this weight, how you have adapted to carrying it, how you have convinced yourself that this is just how life is supposed to feel. But my precious child, I am here to tell you that the weight was never meant to be permanent. It was never meant to define your existence. I know about the nights when sleep feels like a distant memory, like a luxury reserved for people who do not carry what you carry. I know about those 3 a.m. moments when the darkness feels thickest, when the walls close in, when the silence becomes so loud it drowns out every other sound. I know how you lie there with your eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling, replaying conversations, reliving moments, rehearsing arguments, wondering where it all went wrong. I know about the tears that fall on your pillow when no one can see, when no one can hear, when you finally let yourself feel the full weight of everything you have been holding back all day. I know about the prayers you whispered into the darkness, the ones you were not even sure I was hearing, the desperate pleas, the broken cries, the questions you were afraid to ask out loud. Are you there? Do you see me? Do you care? Have you forgotten my name? Beloved, I heard every single one. Not one prayer fell on deaf ears. Not one cry went unnoticed. Not one tear disappeared into the void. And those tears, my child, oh, those precious tears, do you know what I did with them? While you thought you were crying alone in the darkness, I was right there beside you, closer than your own heartbeat, closer than your own breath. And I was collecting each tear, each one, like a father collects precious stones, like a jeweler examines diamonds. Because to me, your tears are not signs of weakness. They are not evidence of failure. They are liquid prayers. They are the language of a heart that still believes enough to hurt, that still hopes enough to weep, that still cares enough to break. I have stored every single tear in a bottle with your name on it. Not one has been wasted. Not one has been forgotten. Not one has been dismissed as unimportant. Every tear that fell from your eyes has been witnessed, valued, honored, and kept. And do you know why? Because I am preparing to turn every single one of those tears into testimonies. I am preparing to transform every moment of your weeping into a declaration of my faithfulness. Nothing you have gone through has been hidden from me, beloved. Not the hurt you could not find words to express. Not the pain that left you speechless and stunned. Not the betrayal that cut so deep you thought you might never recover. Not the loss that shattered your world into a million pieces. Not the disappointment that made you question everything you believed. Not the rejection that made you wonder if you were worthy of love. Not the failure that made you doubt your purpose. I saw it all. And here is what I need you to understand. I did not just observe from a distance, like some distant deity unconcerned with human suffering. I was right there in the middle of it with you. When you felt most alone, I was closest. When you thought I had abandoned you, I was carrying you. When you could not feel my presence, I was holding you together. Even when my presence felt like absence, even when my silence felt like rejection, even when my timing felt like abandonment, I never left. I never walked away. I never gave up on you. Type amen if you can sense my presence with you right now in this moment as you read these words. Type amen if something inside your spirit is stirring, if something is awakening, if something is responding to what I am speaking to you. Now listen carefully to what I am about to tell you. Listen with every fiber of your being, because this is going to shift how you see everything you have endured. This is going to change how you understand every painful chapter of your story. This is going to transform how you interpret every difficulty, every setback, every disappointment, every delay. Your pain has never been purposeless, not for one single moment, not for one single day. Your tears have never been meaningless. They have never been wasted. They have never been empty gestures toward an uncaring universe. While you were weeping, while you were breaking, while you were wondering if you could survive another day, something sacred was happening beneath the surface that your physical eyes could not yet perceive. Every tear you shed was watering the ground of your life, for a harvest you did not know was being planted. Every moment of pain was tilling the soil of your soul, breaking up the hard ground, preparing it to receive seeds that would grow into something beautiful, something abundant, something beyond your wildest imagination. While you cried, thinking the landscape of your life was becoming more barren, more empty, more desolate, more hopeless, I was actually planting seeds deep in the soil of your spirit, seeds of breakthrough that will shatter every limitation you have accepted, seeds of restoration that will repair what was broken and rebuild what was destroyed, seeds of joy so profound and so deep that you will barely remember what sorrow tasted like, seeds of peace that will calm storms you thought were permanent, seeds of provision that will overflow every lack you have experienced, seeds of purpose that will make sense of everything you have been through. I know there were moments, many moments, when you looked at your life and saw only desert. You saw dry ground stretching out in every direction with no sign of relief, no sign of change, no sign of hope. You saw cracked earth beneath your feet, hard and unyielding, unable to produce anything beautiful or alive. You saw a barren landscape where nothing was blooming, nothing was growing, nothing was flourishing. Everything looked dead. Everything felt dead. Everything seemed impossible. And you thought to yourself, this is it. This is all there will ever be. This is my destiny. A life of waiting for rain that never comes. A life of hoping for change that never arrives. A life of praying for breakthrough that never manifests. I am stuck in this desert forever. But my precious, beloved child, while you saw only desert, I saw a garden waiting to emerge from the ground. While you saw only death, I saw resurrection preparing to burst forth. While you felt only barrenness, I knew that just beneath the surface, just beyond what your eyes could see, fertility was hidden and waiting for the right moment to explode into view. While you experienced what looked like the end, I was orchestrating new beginnings, more beautiful than you can imagine. The time of your harvest has arrived, beloved. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not someday in the distant, uncertain future. Now, today, this very moment as you read these words, right now as your eyes scan across this screen, as your heart beats in your chest, as breath fills your lungs, the season is shifting in your life, the atmosphere is changing, the landscape is transforming. Can you feel it? Can you sense it? Pay attention to what is stirring in your spirit right now. Share this message with someone right now if you believe with everything in you that your season is changing. Share it if you can feel in your spirit that something is different, that something is shifting, that something is about to break open in your life. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. Do not think about it. Just share it. Let that action be your declaration that you believe what I am saying to you. Now I need you to understand something crucial about time in my kingdom, something that will free you from the prison of regret and the torture of what if. In my kingdom, there is no such thing as too late. There is no deadline that, once missed, closes the door forever. There is no expiration date stamped on my promises like milk that goes sour after a certain time. There is no moment when I look at my watch and say, "That's it. You have waited too long. I am moving on without you." I am the God who makes things new, and newness has no timeline that can limit my power. I am the God who speaks things into existence out of nothing, and nothing includes nothing left, nothing remaining, nothing possible by human standards. I am the God who resurrects dead things, and resurrection does not care how long something has been in the grave. I am the God who restores broken things, and restoration does not have a statute of limitations. You thought the waiting meant I had forgotten you, did not you? You believed the delay meant the answer was no. You interpreted the silence as rejection. You looked at the calendar and thought, it has been too long now. If it was going to happen, it would have happened by now. I missed my chance. I waited too long. I'm too old. It is too late. The door has closed. But beloved, my silence was never absence. My waiting was never abandonment. My delay was never rejection. I was not ignoring you. I was not forgetting you. I was not moving on without you. I was simply preparing you to carry what I was about to release into your life. I was getting you ready. I was strengthening you. I was expanding your capacity. Because the things I am bringing into your life now, in this season, in this moment, are so abundant, so overwhelming, so beyond what you imagined possible, so much greater than anything you dared to ask for, that the old version of you could not have held them. The person you were before the pain could not have handled what I am about to give you. The person you were before the waiting could not have carried the weight of the blessing I am about to release. The person you were before the wilderness could not have stewarded the abundance I am about to pour out. The pain you endured was not punishment for something you did wrong. It was not evidence that I was angry with you. It was not proof that you had failed or fallen short or disappointed me. It was preparation. It was training. It was strengthening. It was expansion. The trials you faced were not evidence of my distance. They were not signs that I had abandoned you to figure things out on your own. They were proof of my investment in your future. They were demonstrations that I was preparing you for something significant. I was strengthening your roots while you could only see the storm raging above ground, while you felt everything shaking, while you thought you were about to be uprooted and destroyed. I was actually driving your roots deeper into the soil, making you more stable, more secure, more anchored than ever before. I was deepening your foundation while you felt like everything was falling apart. I was expanding your capacity while you felt like you were breaking into pieces. But you did not break, did you? You bend. Yes, you felt weak, certainly. You felt fragile. You felt like you could not take one more thing, but you did not break. You survived what you thought would destroy you. You made it through what you thought was impossible. You endured what you thought was unbearable. And now you are ready for what I have been preparing. Now you have the strength to carry it. Now you have the capacity to contain it. Now you have the character to steward it. Comment, I am ready, Lord, if your spirit is stirring right now. Comment it if something inside you is saying yes. If something inside you is awakening to what I am speaking. If something inside you recognizes that this is your moment. Do not hold back. Do not be shy. Let your comment be your declaration. In the next 7 days, you are going to see signs. Small signs at first, easy to miss if you are not paying attention, easy to dismiss if you are not watching carefully, easy to overlook if you are not expecting anything to change, but they will be there, unmistakable to those who have eyes to see. You will see a door opening where there was only a wall before, an opportunity appearing where there was only dead ends. You will experience a conversation that suddenly changes direction in your favor. A person will reach out to you at exactly the right time with exactly the right words or exactly the right connection. You will feel a check in your spirit, a knowing, a sense that something is different now. Something has shifted. Something has changed. The atmosphere around your life is not the same as it was last week. Pay close attention to these signs, beloved. Do not brush them off as coincidences. Do not dismiss them as random occurrences. Do not explain them away with logic and reason. They are not accidents. They are not chance. They are not luck. They are confirmations. They are evidence. They are me showing you that what I am speaking to you right now is true, is real, is happening. I am moving in your life with intention and purpose and precision. Within 21 days, the changes will become unmistakable. Within 3 weeks, the transformation will be so obvious that even people who do not know you will notice that something is different about you. You will see provision showing up where there was lack, where there was emptiness, where there was need. Money will come from unexpected sources. Opportunities will present themselves that you did not apply for. Resources will become available that were not there before. Doors will open that you did not even knock on. You will experience peace where there was anxiety, where there was worry, where there was fear that kept you up at night. That constant tension in your chest will ease. That knot in your stomach will dissolve. That racing mind will quiet. You will sleep through the night again. You will wake up without that immediate sense of dread. You will go through your day without that constant undercurrent of worry. You will witness relationships healing that you thought were dead and buried. Conversations will happen that you thought were impossible. People will reach out who you thought were gone forever. Walls that seemed permanent will come down. Distances that seemed unbridgeable will close. Hurts that seem too deep to heal will begin to mend. And some relationships will naturally fall away. And you will have peace about it because you will recognize that I am making room for new connections, for people who are aligned with where you are going, for relationships that will support the new season you are entering. You will feel joy returning to places that had known only grief. Laughter will bubble up from places inside you that have been silent for so long. Hope will spring up in areas that had become cynical and hard. Light will break into corners of your heart that had been dark for years. You will catch yourself smiling for no reason. You will notice that you are looking forward to tomorrow instead of dreading it. I am the God who turns mourning into dancing, who transforms your sorrow into celebration, who changes your grief into gladness. I am the one who exchanges beauty for ashes, who gives you something lovely and valuable and precious in place of what was burned and destroyed. I am the Father who gives you a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair, who clothes you in joy instead of allowing you to remain wrapped in heaviness. This is not poetry, beloved. This is not flowery language designed to make you feel good for a moment. This is not wishful thinking or positive thinking or the power of attraction. This is prophecy. This is my word to you. This is my promise. This is my declaration over your life. And my word does not return to me empty. It accomplishes what I sent it to do. It achieves the purpose for which I speak it. And within 40 days, within just over 5 weeks from this moment, you will look back at where you are sitting right now, at how you are feeling right now, at what you are going through right now, and you will be amazed. You will be stunned. You will be overwhelmed with gratitude. You will see how far you have traveled from that place of pain. You will recognize that a complete transformation has taken place. The old patterns that kept you stuck, the old struggles that kept you bound, the old limitations that kept you small, they will feel like they belong to a different person, a different life, a different lifetime. Because they will. Because you are being made new right now, in this moment, not gradually over time, not slowly and incrementally, but right now. Old things are passing away. New things are coming. The old version of you is dying. The new version of you is being born. And that new person is stronger, wiser, more resilient, more powerful, more anointed, more favored, more blessed than you have ever been before. Type, I believe, if you receive this word into your heart. Type, I believe, if you're making the choice right now to trust what I am saying to you, even if you cannot see it yet with your natural eyes. Type, I believe, as your declaration of faith. Now I want to speak to you about something tender, something that requires you to be completely honest with yourself in this quiet moment when no one else is watching, when no one else can hear, when you can drop all pretense and be real. I want to talk to you about regret. I want to address the voice in your head that is already starting to whisper. You have heard this before. You have felt hopeful before. What makes this time different? There is a reason you are here right now, reading these words at this exact moment. It is not random. It is not chance. It is not the algorithm. It is not luck. There is a reason your heart stirred when you saw this message. There is a reason something inside you said, "Pay attention. This matters. This is important. This is for you." There's a reason you have not clicked away, have not scrolled past, have not dismissed this as just another motivational speech or another empty promise. Deep in your spirit, beneath all the disappointment, beneath all the doubt, beneath all the cynicism that has built up from years of hoping and waiting, deep in your spirit, you know that this is a moment you cannot afford to miss. This is an invitation you cannot afford to ignore. This is a turning point, and turning points do not come around every day. They do not appear on schedule. They do not announce themselves with trumpets and fanfare. They often come quietly, in unexpected moments, in ordinary settings, disguised as just another day. I am not speaking to create fear. Fear is not my language. Fear is not my method. Fear is not how I motivate my children. But I am speaking with urgency because I love you too much to let you walk past the door I am opening for you. I am speaking with seriousness because I know what is on the other side of your obedience. I can see what you cannot yet see. I know what waits for you if you will just say yes. And I do not want you to look back 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, and realize you almost missed it. I do not want you to live with the regret of, if only. How many times in your life have you looked back with that painful hindsight and thought, if only I had listened, if only I had acted, if only I had trusted what I felt in that moment, if only I had been brave enough to take the step, if only I had not let fear talk me out of it, if only I had not overthought it, if only I had not waited for the perfect time that never came. How many doors have closed in your life because you hesitated too long? How many opportunities slipped through your fingers because you waited just a little bit too long? Because you analyzed it just a little bit too much? Because you talked yourself out of it just when you should have been talking yourself into it? How many blessings passed you by because you were not ready, because you were too afraid, because you were too cautious, because you were too practical? I am not condemning you for those moments, beloved. I'm not bringing them up to make you feel bad about yourself or to pile guilt on top of everything else you are already carrying. I am simply reminding you that this moment does not have to be one of those moments. This does not have to become another if only that haunts you. This can be different. This can be the moment you look back on and say with absolute certainty, that was when everything changed. That was when I finally said yes. That was when I stopped letting fear make my decisions. That was when I stopped waiting for perfect conditions and started moving with the faith I had. Comment, "Yes, Lord," if you are ready to say yes to what I am offering you. Comment, "Yes, Lord," if you are making the decision right now not to let this moment pass you by. Do it now. Do not wait until you finish reading. Do it now. Here's what I need you to understand about this harvest I am bringing into your life, beloved. It's not just for you. It never was just for you. Nothing I do in your life is meant to end with you. Nothing I give you is meant to be hoarded or hidden or kept to yourself. You are meant to be a vessel, a channel, a conduit through which my love flows to others who are desperate, who are hurting, who are suffering, who are wondering if anyone sees them. The breakthrough you are about to experience is not just so you can finally breathe easier. The restoration you are about to witness is not just so your life can be put back together. The joy you are about to know is not just so you can smile again. All of it, every bit of it, every blessing, every miracle, every answered prayer is going to overflow. It has to overflow. That is how my kingdom works. That is how my economy functions. That is how my love operates. I fill you up so full that you cannot possibly contain it all. I pour into you until you are overflowing, until it spills out of you onto everyone around you, until it touches everyone you come into contact with, until it impacts people you have never met and never will meet. I make you a fountain, not a reservoir. I make you a river, not a lake. I make you a source of life that flows outward, not a storage container that keeps everything locked inside. But here is what I need you to do, and this is critical. absolutely critical to the release of what I have for you. I need you to share this message, not because I need views, not because this channel needs subscribers, not because there is any glory in it for anyone involved in creating or producing this content, but because there is someone in your life, someone in your contacts, someone on your friends list, someone who follows you, someone you know, someone you are connected to, who is right now sitting exactly where you were sitting just minutes ago. They are in that desert place. They are in that season of tears. They are in that dark night of the soul. They are wondering if harvest will ever come. They are questioning if I even see them. They are doubting if I even care. They are wondering if I even remember their name. They are feeling forgotten, abandoned, overlooked, passed by. They are losing hope. They are giving up. They are about to quit. They are about to walk away. They are about to surrender to the lie that nothing will ever change. And you are the answer to their unspoken prayer. You are the messenger I have chosen to reach them. You are the vessel I am using to deliver hope to them in this moment. When you share this message, you are not just forwarding a video. You are not just clicking a button. You are not just participating in social media. You are delivering a lifeline to someone who is drowning. You are throwing a rope to someone who is falling. You are speaking life to someone who has been surrounded by death. And here is the principle of my kingdom that I need you to understand. What you make happen for someone else, I will make happen for you. What you sow into someone else's life, I will sow into yours. What you release to others, I will release to you. When you become a giver, you become a receiver. When you become a channel, you become a recipient. When you let my blessings flow through you to others, you position yourself to receive even more. This is not a transaction. This is not manipulation. This is simply how love works. Love does not hoard. Love does not accumulate. Love does not store up. Love gives. Love flows. Love multiplies as it moves. And when you participate in that flow, when you align yourself with that movement, when you become part of that multiplication, you open yourself up to receiving more than you could ever receive if you tried to keep everything for yourself. So share this message right now with at least 3 people. Do not overthink it. Do not analyze who would appreciate it and who would not. Do not worry about what they will think. Just let my spirit guide you to who needs to receive this. Type their names in a message. Hit send. Trust that I know who needs to hear this word right now. Trust that your obedience to share could literally save someone's life, could rescue someone's faith, could restore someone's hope. Now I want to speak to you about something that might make you uncomfortable, something that might challenge you, something that might require more of you than you think you can give. I want to talk to you about sacrifice. I want to address what you are holding on to that I need you to release. There is something in your life right now, something you are gripping tightly, something you are afraid to let go of, something you have convinced yourself you cannot live without. It might be a relationship that I've already told you is over, but you keep trying to revive. It might be a job that is draining your soul, but provides security. It might be a habit that comforts you, but limits you. It might be a mindset that protects you, but imprisons you. It might be a dream that you are forcing instead of surrendering. It might be a plan that makes sense to you, but is not my plan for you. And I am asking you to release it. I am asking you to open your hand. I am asking you to let go. I am asking you to trust me with what happens next. I am asking you to believe that I have something better, something greater, something more aligned with your purpose and your destiny and your future. I know this is hard, beloved. I know every fiber of your being wants to hold on tighter. I know you are afraid of what will happen if you let go. I know you are terrified of the empty space that will be left behind. I know you have built your identity around this thing, and releasing it feels like losing yourself. But do you remember the story of Abraham and Isaac? Do you remember how I asked Abraham to sacrifice the son he loved, the son he had waited for, the son who carried all his hopes and dreams and promises? Do you remember how it seemed like I was asking him to destroy the very thing I had given him, to kill the blessing I had promised, to eliminate the future I had guaranteed? And do you remember what Abraham did? He obeyed. He trusted. He climbed that mountain. He built that altar. He raised that knife. Not because it made sense, not because he understood, not because he could see how it would work out, but because he believed that I was good, that I was faithful, that I would not ask him to sacrifice something unless I had something better to give him. And do you remember what happened? At the last possible moment, I provided a substitute. I made a way. I showed him that I never intended to take Isaac from him. I was simply testing his trust. I was simply expanding his faith. I was simply showing him that nothing, not even the most precious thing in his life, could come between us. I was proving to him that I was worth more than anything else he could hold on to. That is what I am doing with you right now. I am asking you to release what you are holding so tightly, not because I want to take it from you forever, not because I want to hurt you, not because I want to leave you empty, but because I want to give you something so much better that you cannot receive it with your hands full. I want to replace what you are clinging to with something that is actually aligned with where I am taking you. What I am asking you to release, it has served its purpose. It was right for a season, but that season is over. It was necessary for that chapter, but you are entering a new chapter now. It was exactly what you needed then, but it is not what you need now. And if you hold on to it, if you refuse to let go, if you keep trying to carry it into this new season, it will become a burden instead of a blessing. It will weigh you down instead of lifting you up. It will limit you instead of empowering you. I know you think you need it. I know you feel like letting go will leave you empty. I know you are afraid that you will not survive without it, that you will lose yourself without it, that you will have nothing without it. But I am telling you, I am promising you, I am guaranteeing you that what I am bringing to replace it is so much richer, so much fuller, so much more satisfying, so much more aligned with who you really are and who you are becoming, that you will wonder why you held on for so long. You will look back and think, I cannot believe I almost sacrificed my future for that. I cannot believe I almost stayed stuck because I was too afraid to release what was comfortable. This is your moment of decision, beloved. This is the crossroads. This is the fork in the road. I have opened the door. I have spoken the word. I have extended the invitation. I have laid out the path. Now it is up to you to walk through. Now it is your turn to say yes. Now it is your choice to step into the new season or stay in the old one. Now it is your decision to trust me or trust your fear. And I need you to know this. I need you to hear this clearly. If you walk away from this moment without responding, without acting, without obeying what you are feeling in your spirit right now, you will regret it. Not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but eventually. Eventually you will look back and wish you had been brave. Eventually you will wonder what would have happened if you had said yes. Eventually you will realize that this was the turning point and you turned the wrong way. Not because I will punish you, not because I will withhold my love, not because I will reject you, or abandon you, or stop pursuing you, but because you will always carry the weight of what could have been. You will always wonder about the life you could have lived. You will always question what was waiting on the other side of that door you were too afraid to walk through. I do not want that for you, beloved. I do not want you living with regret. I do not want you tormented by what ifs. I do not want you lying awake at night in 6 months or a year or 5 years thinking, I should have trusted. I should have moved. I should have said yes when I had the chance. That is why I am speaking to you with such clarity, such directness, such urgency, such passion right now. The time is now, not later, not when you feel more ready, not when circumstances are perfect, not when you have it all figured out, not when you feel more confident, not when you have more resources, not when you have more support. Now, because the door I am opening will not stay open forever. The invitation I am extending has an expiration. The season I am ushering you into has a window, and windows eventually close. So here is what I need you to do right now, in this very moment, before you do anything else, before you finish this video, before you move on with your day, before you let the moment pass. First, like this video. I know it seems simple. I know it seems insignificant, but it is not about the algorithm. It is not about social media metrics. It is about you making a declaration. When you like this video, you are saying to yourself, to me, to the spiritual realm, to every force that is watching, I receive this word. I agree with what is being spoken over my life. I am choosing to believe. I am choosing to trust. I am choosing to say yes. Second, leave a comment. Write, my time has come, and anything else you want to say. Pour out your heart. Tell me what you are feeling. Tell me what you are believing for. Tell me what you are releasing. Tell me what you are receiving. Your comment is not just words on a screen. Your comment is your testimony. It is your declaration. It is your line in the sand that says, this is the day everything changes. This is the moment I stop waiting and start walking. This is when I stop hoping and start moving. Third, share this message. Send it to at least 3 people. I already told you why this matters, but I am going to say it again because it is so important. When you share, you are multiplying the blessing. You are partnering with me in someone else's breakthrough. You are participating in their harvest. And I promise you, I give you my word. What you make happen for others, I will make happen for you. What you sow, you will reap. What you give, you will receive. Fourth, subscribe to this channel. Position yourself to continue receiving words that will guide you, strengthen you, encourage you, challenge you, and remind you of who you are and whose you are. These messages are not random. They are strategic. They are intentional. They are designed to keep you aligned with what I am doing in your life. These are not just actions, beloved. These are acts of faith. These are demonstrations that you trust me. These are seeds you are planting that will produce a harvest you cannot even imagine yet. These are investments in your own future. These are declarations that you are serious about this moment, about this message, about this turning point in your life. I see some of you hesitating. I see the thoughts running through your mind. I will do it later. I will share it tomorrow. I want to think about it more. I want to make sure this is real. I want to wait and see if anything actually changes. But beloved, that hesitation is not wisdom. That caution is not discernment. That delay is not prudence. It is fear. It is doubt. It is the voice of the enemy trying to steal this moment from you. Faith acts immediately. Faith does not need to think about it. Faith does not wait for a better time. Faith does not require proof before it moves. Faith does not demand guarantees before it steps. Faith says yes now and figures out the details later. Faith commits first and sees the evidence afterward. Faith acts in the present based on promises about the future. So what is it going to be? Are you going to let this moment pass? Are you going to let fear win? Are you going to let doubt steal your breakthrough? Are you going to let procrastination rob you of your harvest? Are you going to let analysis paralysis keep you stuck in the old season? Or are you going to be brave? Are you going to trust what you are feeling? Are you going to obey what you are hearing? Are you going to step into what I am offering you? The choice is yours, but the window is closing. The invitation is extended, but it will not remain open indefinitely. The door is open, but doors do not stay open forever. The season is here, but seasons change. Type, I am stepping through. If you are making the decision right now to walk into your new season, do it now. Let me tell you what is waiting for you on the other side of obedience. Let me paint you a picture of what the next 40 days will look like when you say yes to everything I have spoken today. Let me show you what your life is about to become when you align with what I am doing. You are going to wake up one morning very soon, maybe within days, maybe within a week, and something will feel different. The weight that has been pressing on your chest for months or maybe even years, that constant pressure that made it hard to breathe deeply, that heaviness that greeted you every morning when you opened your eyes, it will be gone. You will take a breath, a full breath, and realize it goes all the way down, filling your lungs completely, expanding your chest fully, bringing oxygen to every cell in your body. No tightness, no restriction, no anxiety. You will feel light in a way you had forgotten was possible. You will feel free in a way you thought you had lost forever. Phone calls are coming, beloved. Emails are coming. Text messages are coming. Conversations are coming that will open doors you stopped praying about because you had given up hope. You stopped asking because it seemed impossible. You stopped believing because it had been too long. But I have not forgotten. I have been arranging things behind the scenes. I have been moving pieces into position. I have been preparing people to reach out to you at exactly the right time, with exactly the right opportunity. Opportunities are going to present themselves so perfectly aligned with who you are, what you need, where you are going, what you are gifted to do, that you will know beyond any doubt that I arranged them. There will be no way to explain it as coincidence. There will be no way to attribute it to luck. There will be no way to dismiss it as random chance. You will see my fingerprints all over it. You will recognize my hand in every detail. People are going to start treating you differently. They will not be able to explain it. They will not be able to articulate what has changed, but they will sense something has shifted in you. They will see an authority on you that was not there before. They will notice a confidence emanating from you that they have not seen. They will feel a peace radiating from you that draws them closer. Some will want what you have. Some will ask you what has changed. Some will be drawn to the light they see in you. Others will be intimidated by the transformation. Some will be threatened by your growth. Some will step back because they cannot handle the new you. But you will be so secure in who I say you are. So grounded in whose you are, so confident in where you are going that neither response will move you. Neither praise nor criticism will shake you. Neither admiration nor rejection will define you. Provision is going to show up in your bank account. Checks will arrive in your mailbox. Money will come through unexpected channels, not because you worked harder, not because you figured out a new strategy, not because you hustled more, not because you manipulated or maneuvered or schemed, but because when you align with my timing and my will, when you surrender to my plan and my purpose, I make sure you have everything you need. I open windows. I part seas. I make ways where there seems to be no way. Relationships are going to be restored. Some that you thought were dead. Some that you had mourned and buried and said goodbye to. Some that seemed impossible to repair are going to come back to life. But they will be healthier than before, stronger than before, more genuine than before, more authentic than before. Because both parties will have grown. Both people will have changed. Both of you will approach it differently this time. Others are going to naturally fall away. Connections that were only meant for a season will end. People who cannot go where you are going will exit, and you will have such peace about it. You will not fight it. You will not force it. You will not try to hold on to what is trying to leave. Because you will recognize that I am making room. I am clearing space. I am removing what does not belong in your next season, so I can bring in what does belong. Your health is going to shift. Energy is going to return to your body. Strength is going to come back to your limbs. Vitality is going to flow through your veins again. Some of you are going to receive medical reports that defy the doctor's expectations, that contradict the diagnosis, that reverse what was declared permanent. Some of you are going to have symptoms disappear that you had learned to live with, that you had accepted as your new normal, that you thought were just part of getting older, or part of living with stress. Because I am Jehovah Rapha. I am the God who heals. I am the Lord your healer, and I have not forgotten about your body. I have not overlooked your physical needs. I have not ignored your pain. Your mind is going to experience freedom. Thoughts that have tormented you for years are going to lose their power over you. They might still show up, but they will not dominate you anymore. They will not control you anymore. They will not define you anymore. Fears that have paralyzed you for so long are going to dissolve like mist in the morning sun. Things that used to terrify you will not even make you nervous anymore. Anxiety that has been your constant companion, that has followed you everywhere, that has colored every experience, is going to leave. Not gradually, not slowly over years of therapy, suddenly, completely. Because where my spirit is, there is liberty. Where I am present, there is freedom. Where I dwell, chains break. But all of this, everything I just described, every single blessing I just outlined, every transformation I just promised, requires your participation. It requires your yes. It requires your obedience. It requires you to take action right now in this moment before you close this video and go back to your day and let the moment pass, and let the feeling fade, and let the decision be unmade. So I'm asking you one more time, will you like this video right now? Will you leave that comment declaring that your time has come? Will you share this with at least 3 people who need to hear it? Will you subscribe to position yourself for more? This is not about me. This is not about this channel. This is not about views or subscribers or algorithms or social media metrics. This is about you positioning yourself to receive everything I want to give you. This is about you demonstrating that you trust me enough to act on what you feel. This is about you being obedient to the stirring in your spirit. This is about you saying with your actions that you believe what I have spoken over you today. The harvest is here, beloved. The season has shifted. The door is open. The invitation is extended. The table is set. The blessing is prepared. But you have to walk through the door. You have to accept the invitation. You have to come to the table. You have to reach out and take what I am offering. You have to be brave enough to believe that what you are feeling right now is real, is true, is from me, is for you. Type "Harvest is here" as your final declaration that you are receiving everything I have spoken over you today. Type it as your agreement with my word. Type it as your testimony of faith. Type it as your seed sown into the spiritual realm that will produce fruit in your physical reality. I am with you. I have always been with you. I will never leave you. You are not alone in this new season. You are not stepping into the unknown without me. You are not walking through that door by yourself. I am already there. I went ahead of you. I am preparing the way. I am clearing the path. I am opening the doors. I am releasing the blessings. I am arranging the opportunities. I am positioning the people. I am orchestrating every detail. Trust me. Trust my timing. Trust my word. Trust my promises. Trust what you are feeling in your spirit right now. This is not random. This is not coincidence. This is not the algorithm bringing you here. This is divine appointment. This is supernatural alignment. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your season. This is your day. This is your breakthrough. This is your harvest. Do not let it pass. Do not let fear steal it. Do not let doubt rob you of it. Do not let procrastination delay it. Do not let analysis paralyze it. Reach out and take it. Say yes. Act now. Move now. Step through the door. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do it right now. Not later. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel more ready. Now. Everything you have been waiting for is waiting for you on the other side of your obedience. Everything you have been praying for is connected to your action. Everything you have been believing for is tied to your yes. I love you. I am proud of you. I am with you, and I cannot wait to show you what I have prepared. Now go. Do it now. Your breakthrough depends on your obedience. Your harvest is connected to your action. Your miracle is waiting for your yes. This is your moment. Do not miss it. Do not waste it. Do not walk past it. Step into it. Embrace it. Receive it. It is yours. Take it now.